Hello and welcome back. I'm Joe and this is Captain of Industry. I think most of us remember what today's episode is going to be about. It is getting glass to actually show up so we can progress in our stuff. Is there any chance I will get distracted today? I will do my best not to get distracted, but I think everyone's been around the channel for long enough knows that that's not as easy as it should be. So let's get started on a couple things. We need another mixer. Cool. We need salt. Okay, wait. Oh, you can reduce the limestone a little bit if you want to, and you can reduce sand and limestone if you have this. But okay, we have pretty much all of this. The sand is over here. Would be nice if a train delivers that or something along those lines, but we're not there yet. I also don't have sulfur, so we're not going to get any acid produced anytime soon, so let's forget about that recipe. But we can definitely use this for glass mix. So let's get started on that. And we need 60 out of this. Okay. And then you're going to use the glass mix in the... No, blast furnace? What? Glass mix? Uh-huh. Coal? Uh-huh. I'm so confused. So you produce 60 of these to produce 2 of these to produce 12 of these and 12 of these, and then this one can be used again in the glass maker, I think, something like that. Not 100% certain, but this is a long little thing. But okay, let's start with the mixer. We're gonna build the mixer. We have so much room over here, so we may as well make use of it, and trash is obviously an excellent place to build something on top of, so we may as well get started here. We at least have water in the area. Limestone, all of those things should be giving us exactly what we want. We'll just have to make it happen. So let's see how that works. Also, yeah, that thing is doing the thing again. Who cares, right? We're just going to keep on pushing on, and we're going to figure out things. I also like that I have salt sitting right here. So yeah, we have limestone and salt coming already. Sand, not so much, but I think we're going to be okay with that sometime down the road. Okay, coal. Yeah, coal. You have to bring coal in from somewhere. You always do, so you may as well. What are you gonna... it's gonna be coal and that sand mix. Okay, so you need to have enough for getting those things actually in there, which is totally fine, because that means we need one of this setup. Easy enough, easy peasy and squeezy and lemons and those things. And then we probably need a surface behind that. Surface? No, we need a... This is not the one that you want. What are you doing? Are you just going to go up to the copper thing? It's really not necessary that you just copy this. You can just use something that was already working. Let's just do our own. It's okay. I know we have one that probably works, but let's do our own because it makes my life a little easier. Well, fine. If you think it makes your life easier, why not? How much room do you want? You want at least 4 spaces out. Probably this is good enough. And then we're gonna flip that around because it actually has the steam on the wrong side, so that's not super helpful. Let's put one here. Get rid of this one. Use this R, flip, R. Gosh, I had it right and then I had it wrong. Cool. Give yourself a little bit of room in the middle to see what happens here, and then we can probably do the first quick conveyor out of here. Not there. You actually want it here, and that's steam right next to it, so that should not cause us any true headache, but what do I know? I'm just trying to play this game. So there's that. Do you just want to do the middle one? Sure, why not? Why don't you want to do the middle one? It's fine. E to go up 1. This is the limestone stuff, and this limestone stuff we can just tweak off of here, which should make our life relatively easy. So I like that. It's already going in the right direction, so I like that too. There's a corner here which we apparently can hijack, which, guess what? I like that too. So that's all wonderful. Just give yourself a little bit of room for what you're going to do here. There's no room to drive really anywhere. Well, they can drive around that thing, so we really don't need any extra real room right here. Which really just translates to, let's get a storage. All right, let's get a storage right here. Let's get you hooked up to that thing and call that done enough-ish. Done-esque. All right, it's done-esque. E and then R to unoccupy this thing. Run it all the way over here. That looks great. And then R to snap to things again. And you can go up there. Beautiful. And you should be able to go up here. Beautiful as well. Cool. The only two inputs that we have to care about on that side. So far, so good. You need sand and limestone. You idiot. Gosh. I thought I was doing the right thing. But I wasn't. So here we are. This is supposed to be coal. It has to be delivered from somewhere. And that's going to be the way it is for a little while. But this is fine. Definitely fill this up halfway. But yeah, you are the problem child. Because you need two aggregates. One is limestone. One is sand. And we don't necessarily have to connect the limestone any fancy way. But I think I would prefer it. So here we go. Let's do limestone here. And sand here. Okay. Limestone goes all the way up there, like you already talked about. This will be limestone. It doesn't have a choice because there's only one thing that can fall into this, and then this is going to be sand. Gosh. There you go. Sand, deliver some. Thank you. Those have to obviously feed into all of this. And which one are we going to do? It doesn't matter which one's on top. Sand. Sand is a single pipe. Okay. That's good to know. Sand is just one regular U-shaped conveyor and nothing else. And then limestone is the one that can actually go up high because we can split this between multiple. So if I want another mixer that does more sand mix, I need another pipeline or upgrade this pipeline to the next level. Either of which should be fine. And then salt. Where's my salt coming from? Salt is sitting right over here. Beautiful. And you're going to run a ridiculous length conveyor. That is the plan. Well, that is the plan. That's really all we have to care about, right? Yes, that is really all we have to care about. Let's run it nice and close to this. Why? You have this thing. There's no reason that we can't get stuff from this connection because this is not going to be used for anything else. How high you want to go? This high and then to 6. This high. That's fine. You just want to go back here. Kind of. I wouldn't mind going back here. Can you get all the way over here? Yes, you can. All right. You're going to get there, and then you're going to go something like here. Oh, this is beautiful. it's at least, it's in the spirit of the game. Build big conveyors that get you something. Did we talk about how this thing actually has to handle 60 units of sand? No, this is salt. This is not sand. Why? Stop doing the wrong thing. Gosh. I may not be getting distracted by the wrong things that I shouldn't get distracted by today, but I'm sure not doing the right things overall. This is not going to work very well for you because it's not actually very expandable. I think the sand can still stay exactly where it is, but this one I would like to leave, and this one I would like to leave as well. At least up to there. Because we need some U-shaped conveyors here. Otherwise, it's never going to work. This one has to come up. E, yep, that's the flat level. You're going to go that way. Don't know how much I'm going to do with that yet, but it's going to go that way. It's going to be fine. What is this? This is storage. That storage is for coal, and they cannot reach that storage for coal. No, they can. They can drive around this. It's fine. All right, well, I guess they can reach it. So yeah, that's coal. Great. This is going to be limestone. Great. We're going to feed from here. Okay, that's the limestone going in there. Got it. Sure. If you're already going to turn into a little snake, we may as well do this. And you go up one. You're like, I don't actually know how to get up there, so leave me alone. Okay, fine. I'm sure there's a much better way to do this, but it's my first time. Leave me alone. And then you will probably not be able to actually feed down into that thing the way I was hoping you would. Oh, that's just perfect. You need to go back like 4 more units. Okay, if all you need is space, how about we just make that happen? Because this is getting annoying. I just have to do it right the first time. And build out the spacing of these conveyors. That's fine. Build out the spacing of these conveyors first, and then do all the rest. Okay, that's fine. Do it. Triple speed. Go! Under deconstruction, I can't even empty this thing because there's probably nowhere for that stuff to actually go to. I would like to remove all of this, like, right now. But, of course it's not letting me do the thing. No, stop delivering more. That's not what I wanted you to do. You. Obviously, I'm blaming other things, not myself, because how could I possibly do something wrong here? That's not how this works. Either way, there's some coal coming in there. That's nice. Alright, well, you don't have a real choice, so don't do... Did you just seriously drop off something here? Come on. Someone dump some limestone somewhere, please and thank you. What are you gonna do here? There's not much I can do. We can make the limestone be the lower level one, and then this is potentially still possible. I guess that's what you're gonna go with now. Alright. If this is the lower level guy, sure. Then this is the next level guy up, and it's probably has to be to this level. Actually has to be further away than that, because I can't even do any of the interaction from this level, and that's not super helpful. Yeah, it's just like, no, you're not flat enough, so you can't actually do the thing that you wanted to do there. That's quite annoying now, because we do have enough room. I just destroy this. There was an update recently-esque, and that made it... Oh, export here. Let's make that high. General, whatever it wants can go here. There was an update recently, and I wonder if they removed some of the options for the stuff over here, because it's not doing the thing that it was generally doing. Wood chips, yeah, deliver more stuff. That's cool. Have you produced any paper yet? Yes, you have produced paper. That's great. How hard can it be to get some glass going? How hard can that actually be? Maybe that's our next question. Why? Just empty it. What's this? No, it's a conveyor belt one. Okay. Yeah, I can't really do much with this one. That's unfortunate. Do you have to temporarily dump something somewhere? That's not really what I wanted to do here, but this at least looks nice. You guys are not really... No, there's not much I can do here. I need this thing to go out, or I have to rebuild absolutely everything that I have sitting here. Neither of which are really options that I want to play with right now. So that's not great. Okay, are you gonna go wild? I might. EE, we're gonna be 3 levels up. And we're gonna pretend that we're gonna run in a straight line here. I'm not sure if this is the actual connection that I want yet, but here's my thought process. If I am able... No, I can't. 2, 1, cannot join if not flat. It is flat. What are you... Nope. It's just like, I don't think so, buddy. Okay. Now what? Remove that, remove that. Yeah, we had that already. And you have to go in here and E. I mean, somewhere on this level it should be possible, and it looks like there is actually flat now, and then it runs out here. Sure. Does that count? It does a thing. Okay, what does it really do? That was definitely the wrong button. Want to go up to level 2, and now, well, this one can technically probably run on this level just fine. But look how ugly all of this is. This is just... Ah. Alright, well, you can feed into there. So this technically works if I want to make it this way. Okay, that's one way to make it work. You want to make it work this way? What's your plan here? There isn't really one. I don't like it. I don't like any of this. Well, but this will work. True that. And at worst, you probably only have to worry about 2 of these here, and you may as well just use the limestone that you have from there. No, you have limestone already sitting here, so I think that is a pretty safe bet. But, it's just not pretty. I just want this one to get destroyed. Why are you not leaving me? Okay, stop complaining. Just keep playing the game. This is not helping anyone. So if we say, here's where the other 2 come in. Gosh, I really hate this. You know what? if you build everything a little bit to the side, maybe life will be a little better. Okay, let's do that. We know that this is kind of working. Great. And we're going to start on this side. Also great. Just build it right here. Cool. Then you can just do the rest. Great. Love it. Get rid of all of this. I don't want to see any of it. I know that you're trying to build something there, but I don't care anymore. Then we're going to go out here. The first one goes probably 1, 2, 3. We need 3 high and we need 1 flat level. Great. The next one we need right there and 2 high, or this level at least. Cool. It's on that level and that's the thing. The next one just goes down. I know that these are the levels where I have to run these at, but holy bananas, this was a hard birth, as they would say. You go there, and then the last one goes up on 3. Great. Now you're doing things. Love it. Connect your things. The things are storages. Okay. I don't know why this is so hard. So don't make a Michael Scott joke. Nope, don't do it. Okay, great. So coal is kind of sitting there, but that's going to move. So that is good-ish news. I'm going to give myself a little bit of room because we definitely have 3 types of connectors here, and they all have to go to somewhere. The first one, what is this? It really doesn't matter what is what. No, it does matter because sand cannot be split. Okay, if the bottom is sand, that's the only one that started yet. Perfect. If the bottom is sand, how about we just talk to you and make this our initial sand connection? I don't hate that. Okay. Excuse me. Just do the thing that I need you to do. Please and thank you. Oh, come on. R, is it not actually connected right now? No, there you go. Now it's doing the thing. Great. So that is the first sand. I can upgrade that, and I'm guessing it will turn into a 200 unit endeavor, and that's great. And then this one is a different guy, and this one is a different guy again. All of those should be fine. You, we just talked about, you will be sand. You can be coal, for all I care. And you can be limestone, for all I care. Great. So now we have 3 that can actually be used here. Coal, you can go away, and you can go away. Someone please empty those out. That would be so cool. Then where do you need salt? Salt goes in here. Okay, hold on. Hold your horsies. This is sand and limestone. Got it. You are the one that needs coal. Yes. Okay. What is this? That is supposed to be coal. Great. So one of these is not coal. You will be salt. Thank you. Thank you for catching that early. Limestone, salt, sand. Limestone, salt, sand. Beautiful. I haven't completely screwed it up yet, but it was close. This one will go to... This is limestone. Okay, that's fine. If you need any extra room, you could go a little closer to the wall here and then go that way. Sure. That can go there. This one is salt. Salt will obviously feed into this. Why aren't you staying on top of this thing? That's what I want to know. E-R. There you go. Now you're on top of this. That's what I actually wanted. And then you can R again to snap to this thing. Can you just stay on top of this for like 2 extra seconds? That would be super. While you go over there, can you just go to level 1? Super. And then go down there. R. Snapping. Cool. Why is this so difficult? Why am I making it so difficult, you mean? Yeah, I don't know. And this is fine, because now things can kind of just be constructed and we actually have the right things in the right places, and things should be able to do the thing that they want to do. Again, it was way more difficult than it needed to be, but that's fine. This is the only one that needs to be filled up with trucks. Great. Next part. You guys, no, hold. You have an output. No, you don't have a steam output. You're just producing glass mix and nothing else. Wonderful. You're producing 60 glass mix. Wonderful. We're going to talk to you. And we're going to turn 30 glass mix plus 12 coal into all of this, including exhaust stuff. So we still have to build that, but that is fine. Copy settings from there to there. Love it. So steam goes in the middle. Yes. We have 24 units of steam. Good. Crude oil refining? No. Waste management? Yes. It's not steam. It is this. Exhaust. Cool. It's 30 pollution though. Does the flare do something better with pollution? No, you produce pollution. Okay, does the bigger smokestack do something better? It turns it into about half of the units of what we had before. No, this is the same thing. So this flare is totally sufficient for these guys doing their thing. Let's do that, and let's do this. Beautiful, worked first try, like I planned it. You could have just put this behind here and then would have been a little easier. I like that idea. We're gonna put you there. RR. Put this one here, and then I think we just have a fluid pipe connector that can't go there because that pipe connector is already here. That's fine. Talk to you. It just destroys itself. That's wonderful. Just, it's not immediate, which is totally fine. Why? Stop. No. Stop. Stop. Let's try this again the right way. You go there. You go there. Cool. That wasn't that hard now, was it? Okay, so we're getting molten glass, and we have to turn it into slag, or get some slag too. Molten glass has to be on the bottom, and then we need the glass maker. You want to take 24 units, so it's a 1-to-1 type of ratio. Great. Glass mix comes in on the other side, and glass waste goes in on that side. Okay, I have to educate myself again. What are we doing with the broken glass? Broken glass can be taken by the blast furnace with some coal and get turned into that. Okay, it feels like these will not really appreciate that unless we put it on the same conveyors as what's already over here. And either can block both of these furnaces. So instead of doing that, how about we plop in another furnace right next to all of this? Slag can be on the same side. Is this a good idea or a bad idea? I don't know. Do I have enough room for doing what I want to do? No, because I only planned for 2 conveyors here, not for 3. So that will be a little awkward unless I come from the other side. This one can definitely just kind of feed into this. You're on the right level. Why? I just have to go a little further, don't I? Please tell me that that is what I had to do. Why? It does it right there. Why wouldn't you do it right here? Are you kidding me? What is it doing? I don't understand, game. Seriously, it was doing it just fine over here. Why is this now different? Ah, you gotta be kidding me. All right, let's do this. If I put you here, I'm even gonna, no, just put the slag. Okay, there you go. I flipped it over because it makes more sense. Putting this here, yeah, it's like you can't do that there. I'm guessing the ground is a little uneven somewhere in this area, which is wonderful. All right. So all I have to do is, I can't believe how difficult this is getting. You have no idea. I thought this would be just fine. All right, so with that in mind, I think if I push this a little forward, no, if you push it forward, you're just gonna bump into everything else that you care about. True. Ah, man, I have the coal already on this side, so I feel like I can't really expand. I don't know what to do. There's no room here. There's no room to do what you want to do on that side. Okay. Let's just accept that this is doing the thing that it's doing. Let's just go with that. Talk to this. You want to go up here. You know what? Whatever. If that's what you want to collision with terrain, it doesn't even matter. I can't do the thing here. There's no terrain. I need to take the terrain out, and I am apparently not doing that right now. I would have had to push all of these over just a little bit. How much glass do you actually need? Probably a buttload. So instead of doing something stupid, which I know I am very capable of doing, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to plan... Control Z? Nope. No, Control Z. I wanted blueprint mode. That's what I wanted here. I'm going to plan ahead just a tiny bit and see if I can make that happen. Blueprint mode is now on, so I can put one here. Yep, and that should be good. I don't believe I need extra coal from this, so that can go away. I do believe that come on, excuse me. Yes, conveyor belt. That one can run through here. That looks good. And then this guy is the glass mix that can run through there. This one just has to be flipped around, but that's pretty easy once it actually is built. And then we have coal coming through there. Cool. So far, so good. This one can also probably connect relatively easy to all the things that it cares about. Excuse me, I'm trying to get this one. And you would just go there. That looks great. You... actually, yeah, no, this is fine. It's not perfectly mirrored, but incompatible port at start. Are you drunk? Why? Oh, because he flipped around. Okay, flip around then. Flip around. There you go. Gosh, this game. It's not doing anything wrong. I'm just being difficult. For the purpose of being difficult, apparently. I'm not trying to be difficult, actually. But you are. Okay, cool. So that goes here, and now we could have 2 of the glass ones set up. That, I'm going to go, is good enough. And now we're going to set up the next one, which instead of using the glass stuff, we'll use the the glass scrap. You're only going to produce 12. Well, if you produce with 4, you're going to... Okay, I guess I got to do math. I'm going to produce 24 molten glass, which will then turn into 12 broken glass. And then the next recipe is 36. So 3 of these feed 1 of these. And I will have 4. So I really only need 1 of these to actually show up here. And if I really want to, at some point, I can probably turn that into something like this. Sure. I can probably turn that into another glass manufacturer if I really wanted to. Obviously, as you can already tell, my ratio is no longer right, but I think I'm okay with that. So that comes in here. That already gets its smokestack that sits right there. That's great. You would just for now feed into here. That's also great. This is all the molten lava, which you have to worry about in just a minute. And all that molten stuff goes into any of these. Oh, that's interesting. 3 of these will feed 1 of these, which will feed another one of itself and then feeds back to it. So 3 and 1 actually fill up this. Actually, it's 2 and 1 once they start. Ratio math. Gosh, this is all difficult, which is good. Difficult is good, in my opinion right now. So I am totally on board with all of that. So that's the glass that comes in, and then we just have slag. Honestly, we just really have to get to a flat level here where you're going to collect the slag. We're going to collect it on the other side, but they don't have to know that. Who's they? The other part of the game. It'll be fine. Trust me. Okay, so it goes to here. This one is currently wrong, but that's fine. This one just has to feed down into a storage, which I can hopefully build here. Yeah, totally. R. Cool. Actually, that's going to build it there. You just have to turn around so you get the connection right. Now that is fine. And all we have to do is connect all of these guys to the same shebang. Really? Why? This is not looking the way that I wanted it to look. Okay, well, that's going to be ugly, so we're not going to do that. Instead, what do you think about 1 out, you 1 over, and then you... Definitely not. Nope. Yes. That's a little better. It's not a lot better, though. It isn't, but it will do the job, I guess. So what do we do? You go up, you go over, and then you go all the way up here. Cool. And we don't have any extras. Great. So they're doing what they're supposed to do. Wonderful. Now, this is what I actually wanted. I wanted to figure out how far I have to build this far away from. And this seems to be doing fine. I need you copied over here. Then I need you deleted. Then I need you copied again to connect to that friend. Great. And then there's our glass thingy that gets produced out there. Cool. I want to copy this and the other thing. That's not going to happen. All right. So does this work? Yes. Nope. Leave it there. Does this work? Definitely. Does this work? Probably. And then this is the last one. And that looks great. So slag just gets collected to that side. That feels good. We don't need this anymore. And let's make this one effective. So flip it around. Now we have the broken glass being collected in the center. That feels okay. One of you has to definitely come out this way, and then you can connect to that guy. There's not that much broken glass coming out of this, so that feels okay. I definitely know that I want my glass collection on here. Yeah, the trucks can drive here very easily. So that will happen, and then we're going to collect all the broken glass on this side. Are you sure? No? Okay, perfect. Okay. So what we want, again, is for these guys to actually be able to connect to everything, but I think we can actually be clever here. Yeah, being clever has really been your strong suit recently. Shush. So, there? Nope. Game is like, I don't know what you want me to do. I would like to use that flatness over here. Why won't you let me just do that right away? E up one, and then I wanted to do this. I just want to kind of roll the length of what we have available here to collect our rotten glass and do something with it, because that feels okay, because now it should be relatively simple to just keep running these on ground level effectively. So you go there, you go here, and you, at the very least, have to go out to the edge of this thing. Okay, but I don't actually want you to run that direction. I want you to flip around. Cool. So they're all looking the same way. We have our unit storage here. We will figure out how much we need to store here at whatever point. I'm not worried about that one. But now we can say, copy with C, get all of this. That looks great. And just connect things. They're not actually connected to the same thing. Now they are. Great. And then you just go here. And as you can see, we have one extra, but that's not the end of the world, because we can just say, don't need any of this. Great. Probably don't need this. Also great. They're all connected, so it's a lot of glass that already comes out of here. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job counting. Thank you. Units of glass trash producer. Broken glass is what it's called. Broken glass producers. Thank you. You would go down one and then up here. Indeed, just in case I want to put another one over here at any point, which I very much hope I don't have to. But those are all connected, and then they are producing 12, which means 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is one conveyor belt. So that can all be handled in one place. That's wonderful. Where are you going to go? I don't know. But here does not feel terrible. So we're just going to go right down here. This is totally where I wanted to go. It wasn't the other side at all. Let you run down this way and then connect to here. I know it's incompatible at the... Gosh. Just let me do the thing. You, flip around. Great. You, come out here. Talk to... Is that terrible? It opens up some other opportunities, so maybe that is okay. Yeah, you're just going to feed in here, and this one has a special recipe that uses this instead of the other stuff. It gets coal from all the other friends, so all of that is good. And yeah, let's unpause this. What I need to unpause. Definitely that one. Then this one, because it's directly connected to that. The slag wants to go up and out here, here, here. Unpause the game so they can actually get started doing something useful here. You go, 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 you go. Not to confuse with that cute little car back in the day. And then you connect, you connect. And obviously stuff over here has to happen. Yep. So coal has to feed all the way down to our friend here. The broken glass has to come back somehow. Maybe I'm getting the hang of this. Probably not though, but maybe I am. So, this feels good. I know I'm clicking one at a time, but I know that I will make a mistake if I don't do that. It's a little unfortunate I have to go all the way out here to turn on everything, but maybe that's a good thing. You, and then the ones in the middle we don't need just yet, but almost. Is there anything here? We don't need that sand yet, so this is all correct. Salt is coming through there. That is also correct. You are producing what I want you to produce. You don't have an input on this side. That is excellent because it doesn't have to mix any liquids. We haven't produced any of the mixer stuff yet, which is now happening. Great. You don't have a recipe. What are you talking about? Waiting for products. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Why? That sign is not no products though, right? We have enough workers. What is it complaining about? No, oh, this one. Okay, it doesn't have something. I am happy with that sign because it made me look for that thing, which was clearly not done yet, and I'm not sure that's even reachable by anyone. So if you just plop that, yep, you're happy now. Great. So that's what we wanted. You're going to get your coal the way that you need it. This is all going to be connected and built the way that we want it. Can we make sure this is all working? Yep. Definitely. Also yep, and surely a yep. Yeah, this is all fine. They can build a couple things by themselves. Could not store all the things. That's all right. Could not store all the potatoes, and then we have all of this stuff. Is there a... Nope. It's just a very, very slow thing. Hooray! I'm pretty sure that loot received. I get this when they arrive. I don't have to click on anything, so I don't really want to click through all of that stuff to maybe get a couple extra bucks. Well, materials, you know what I mean. Okay, so sand is still a problem here. Do we have a sand beach nearby that we can reach? Well, once you get through this mountain, you can, or to that island, or it's just this guy. All right. How are we doing on fuel? Terrible. Why? Your main problem is... Yeah, we're still full here. Okay. Your main problem is that you have to expand this setup because you have enough oil being delivered to actually go through all of these things. So there's that. Yeah, that one has 120 crude coming through already. You're producing a little bit of sour water. You're producing all of these things. But yeah, we're pretty low on fuel. Hold on. No, I looked at the wrong thing. You're already empty. No, you have to build another one of these and another one of all these, and then you can actually make it happen. We don't need these anymore. The forest has disappeared. That was there at some point, so that's good. And I think technically we don't need these anymore either. And look at these guys actually producing something now. Yeehaw, as they say. Okay, so we are technically producing some glass now, as you can see here. We're also technically producing a ton of slag. What are you gonna do with that? I don't know. This already filled up. I didn't want it to be filled up at all. What do you... Okay, look at slag. What can you do with slag? You can. This is all producing. Yep, I don't want to produce slag. Thank you very much. I want to consume slag. I can dump it, or I can turn it into crushed slag, and crushed slag in turn can be turned into more concrete slabs. I should probably use this because concrete slabs are used a lot in construction materials, so there is that, and it's using 18. That's not bad. All I need is a little bit of cement and sand. Well, you're already delivering sand out here. You're not doing it very fast, but you are doing it. And then we do have 2 cement mixers already out here, which are honestly surprisingly completely empty. Now I gotta check something. Are these guys using cement? They are using cement. So you idiot turned this off, which you shouldn't have. Okay, well, this was probably just to save some people back in the day. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of cement that is out there that has to be delivered to this spot. Okay, that makes sense. So we may need some more cement. Got it. And we want crushed slag and a little bit of water to turn all these things around. Got it. So, yeah, I think the next thing, this is not surprising, is we need more fuel. We can trade for fuel, I am aware of that, but there is a lot more to do. At least we have some glass coming in now. It is stuck here, as you can see. The conveyor belts are not that empty, but I would actually love it if we could keep this running for a little while, because there's stuff to dump here. So yeah, the slag can probably just go in the landfill on this side. How much? Yeah, there's much more to build here, and then we can just expand this as we need it to. I think we're okay-ish-esque for now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next time when we get more fuel, hopefully, because these guys are hungry. Bye.